Hi everybody, I'm re-recording this video. The first one didn't have audio, I'm not too sure why, so bear with me here. Today I want to talk about resume writing and the key information that's needed in order to obtain an interview and the process that you will take to get to a good resume that is professional. So the most important thing when on the job hunt is to have a professional and organized resume. Resume writing is imperative. The knowledge of how to do it is imperative. It's what all employers are looking for when you turn something in. Today, we're going to talk about what the employers look for, whether that be skill sets or previous jobs. We're going to talk about the fact that there's a methodology to writing a resume, and then we're going to talk about how you market yourself. I can assure you as a professional businesswoman that I have wrote plenty of resumes and reviewed plenty of resumes, and there are some things that employers are looking for when you are turning in a resume. So what are employers concerned with on a resume? First and foremost, they're concerned with your skill set. They want to make sure that your skills meet the qualifications that they want for their job. They are not as concerned as what you have done at your previous employers. They want to know a little bit about it, but they don't want an overabundance of information, especially when that information doesn't apply to the current job that you're applying for. They are also concerned with what future you can give their company. They want to make sure that you have a longevity there within their organization, that you'll stay with them. So again, skill sets and futuristic goals with them. When you're writing a resume, it can be a bit of an art form. There are certain standards in which companies look for information on a resume. The key information to place on your resume is your information, obviously, your name, address, phone number, email address, how they contact you, and then of course your educational skill set, your actual skill set, and a small section for your previous employers. I suggest starting at the top to put your information at the top, and of course, naturally you want to steer away from any childhood-like nicknames. Use a professional email address. For instance, mine is ashleygoodwin1@gmail.com. I have already, in fact, secured some Gmail emails for my children with their first name, last name at gmail.com. So that way they have the opportunity to have a professional email address. You want to determine what type of resume you need. Could it be chronological? Could it be a sequence, a functional resume? There's different options for different jobs. The other key information, like I said a few minutes ago, is to make sure your education is on there. Employers, especially now in the 21st century, are looking for your education or what your educational goal is. I just obtained a new job. I'm still in school. I do work 40 hours a week, so sometimes getting these videos done are a little hard, but I do put on there that I'm about to transfer to SAM and graduate, and they look at that, and I was awarded a job, partly because of that. Again, like I said, your skill set needs to be listed on there as well. And the number one common mistake, though, in writing a resume is the overshare of information. They do want you to share your information, but they don't want you to overshare. When you're talking about your previous jobs, maybe 1 or 2 bullet points, you're going to get the opportunity, if you get the interview, to explain in person what you did at these jobs and then relate them to the position that you're applying for. So if this means that you need to make a new resume for every application you turn in, that is okay as well. You want to market yourself towards the job you're applying for, not towards any job that's available in the country. Another main common mistake is not following up. Employers like to know that you're interested. So if you send in a resume and you haven't heard anything 5, 6, maybe 7 days, go ahead and send an email, send a call, see if they got your resume, but especially always follow up if you get that interview. So how do you market yourself? You have all the information on how to write a resume, but now how do you take that information and market yourself? You want to market yourself so that the employer can validate what you're telling him in correlation to the position and to their job. The main components on a good resume is to be short but personalized. As I said, you want to personalize your resume towards whatever position you're applying for. Secondly, when you come into an in-person interview, you always want to bring a copy of your resume. The last thing you want is to not have a copy. I can assure you that during the interview process, especially in corporate world or high-functioning professional jobs, or any job for that matter, they're going to go back to your resume and ask you questions on it. I know for me, I don't have my resume memorized from top to bottom. Thank you. Have a great day.